And I'd love to, as you know, I'm welcoming people into a journey beyond realm, and you worked with me last year. So I'd love for you to just share with everyone what your experience was.
It was life-changing. It's a funny story because Danny is one of my best friends. And when Danny moved to LA last year, she actually stayed with me and she was like, I'm creating this thing. And I was like, that's cool, whatever. And I went through a period where I was really sick for about a week. And I was like, I just need something in my life to give me hope. And Danny had just done her 10-day a free experience similar to this one at that time. And I remember I watched it and I went over to her house and I was like, I have a surprise for you. And she was like, what? I was like, I have to join your program because I am so obsessed with this work. And it was the best decision that I ever made in my entire life because, and I really do attribute this to Danny's work, is that it brought me into this deeper level of understanding and loving myself that I hadn't yet cracked. I knew my astrology. I loved myself on this level, but there was something within me that still needed this approval from other people. Like I mentioned, I have a strong Gemini energy and sometimes the shadow of this Gemini. And if you have any Gemini energy, you also have probably felt this too, right? That there's this sense of worth. And Danny's program really helped me to remove that, not just about people, but about finding my worth through anything outside of me. And it helped me to be sovereign to the point of now I'm like, I don't care what anybody thinks. Like I do me. And it takes a lot to get there because I also always thought that I was that, but I actually wasn't. Like there was still this like 10% that really cared. And working in Priestess I Am was that. It also really activated my voice where I was able to launch my business in a completely different way than I had been doing before. And I think that one of my favorite things with working with Danny, though, is that she is so embodied. And like what you see with her, like this is the real deal. There are a lot of teachers out there where you don't know sometimes. And with this woman, she lives and breathes this work. She is doing ceremonies for herself for hours and clearing her energy with her
We
guides.
travel together, she knows.
Oh yeah, she's like, I gotta go clear for 3 hours. I'm like, okay, you're amazing. I'll do 10 minutes. Um, and she is an inspiration in that sense. And I think one final thing that I know is going to be a part of working with her in the future is there's a lot of energetic clearing. And we always have this joke where I thought energetic clearing was like grab some sage or Palo Santo and then we're good to go. But I was like, I'm getting adrenal fatigue. I'm still sick. Like, why do I have other people's energies on me when I'm doing all their like heavy trauma work? And she's like sage is not going to cut it. And Danny taught me how to cleanse, how to clear, how to separate myself and to really be in my own bubble and honestly how to connect with my guides in a way that I never have. So it absolutely was a life-changing portal. And it was a beautiful thing too, because literally after we worked together, a lot of my external world started crumbling um, in a really beautiful way that now brought me to this place of being so peaceful with where I am now. And it was, working with Danny will absolutely change your life in all of the best and most fun ways. What other teacher is in here being like, bitch, no bonbons by the pool, like you will be laughing and dancing and singing. And that is what she does. She's a secret Leo. She's an Aries, but her sun is in the fifth house. So she's a secret Leo. So you get a lot of fun with this one.